mean? It was actually an Aboriginal appellation that was attached to the riots. But of course, can't let that be known for the record in the books in perpetuity. So, oh no, we're just gonna call it Black Wall Street.
Black Wall Street, just
and
because
anything more industrious, we're gonna call it
Black Wall Street.
You know what I mean? So,
It's like a movie that really explains that well is 12 Years a Slave. Like in the beginning, he's clearly a free man, and they capture him and turn him into the slave.
But guess who captured him? Guess who captured him? Guess who captured him? His own brethren more captured him. Because what's happening now is a lot of people would say to try to rebuke claiming their nationality, but they don't want to study. They're saying what? Oh, they're Moors. They did slavery. No, the original slaves were modern Europeans, and yes, Moors, the British Moors, had slavery. You best believe. But the industry of slavery was so great that they wanted to continue it, and the fight, like Prophet Noble said, the South and the North fought for slavery. We just got to understand what he's really talking about. So yes, the new movie that she's talking about, 12 Years a Slave, absolutely a good one. They're giving you the signs in there. He was never a slave, never. Django even, he was reading and wasn't a slave until he was enslaved. And then this last one, which is the New Roots, which many people say, I'm not watching no more of that stuff. Guess what? They open it up showing you what? Showing you that you put your own people into slavery. That's what they're saying to you. They're showing you three things. You put your own people into slavery, then they're showing you on the boat that even though it was because of some family issue argument, you know, somebody don't like somebody else and that no crazy stuff that divides us, instead of reflecting on ourselves and seeing what's up. So he had a problem with him, so he said, we're going to put it in something to the Englishmen, right? Right? The division over family, right? Right? But that when they got on that boat, what did they say? All of our differences must be set aside because we have to come together. And thirdly and lastly, what it showed is that when you ask what's in a quote, name everything. That's why you must change your status and correct your name to a free national appellation. And don't run from the old one.
Islam.
Can I add on one more thing?
Yes.
It's an interview with Muhammad Ali and Joe Frazier. Before I think this was going to be their rematch fight. But back then, most of the platforms was European interviewers, and they just this dude just kept, you know, trying to cause friction. They was going to box, and this is what Muhammad Ali was saying. He was like, you don't got to do all of this. We're going to fight regardless. You know what I mean? Right. He was like, yo, let's just be friends for a minute to get him. And then they both lifted up the European, and Muhammad Ali said, when it comes to one of these people, we have to unite and can't let them divide us.
That's right.
People took it as a joke, but he was dead serious. You know what I mean? Like, real talk. He always been on that though. And then one was funny because, and this is no disrespect to our like Olive brothers and sisters, but one European asked him, why do you have such an obsession with my skin? And he said, because it just don't seem right.
Oh, I got one last movie. I just want to know, this is important because I was turned on to it. Man, you turned me on to this movie, right? Look, how many people have seen, what is it, the film with?
I don't know.
Negroes?
Oh yeah, the
Book of Negroes. Who's seen Book of Negroes? All right, seek it out. Find it. It was only 6 weeks. That was on TV. Excellent, because the sister who was a part of that, she actually was brought from Africa on that side as a slave by her own. All right, and she wanted to go back, of course. But however, within the mix of it all, one of the most important acts is for those who don't believe that slavery was with Europeans. That movie proves it to you. Because there's a part there where the British, which are the brutish Moors that wanted to keep these people enslaved, which are your cousins, well, they came in and they said, the European said to the sister, it was running in the town, hall or whatever, the courtroom, not court, outside, And the question was asked. No, the European said, to the sister, said, are you a Tory? Do you know what a Tory is? Yeah. A Tory is a British Moor. The sister said, what are you talking about? Because she's from the African land. Guess what the European says? He says, we are never, he said, well, that's good. He said, because we're never going to be slaves again. Talk about it, South. Now, I just told you that, but don't believe me. Go seek it out. And that spot right there shows you. And what actually really occurred is why the prophet said about slavery in the South and the North, is that these modern Europeans, they came here as slaves. Around the time in which they were trying to get their freedom, they decided they was going to start enslaving Moors. They became slave masters because that's all they knew. So they're down in the South trying to enslave Moors. This is just this simple. In the meantime, the British are saying, hold on, we got to keep you slaves, right? There's a lot of turmoil on this land right here, all the Moors. And so they stopped for a minute because a lot of slaves that were enslaved came up north to New York. You got Cuba Gooding, who was never ever a slave. He would walk right into the Europeans' courtroom, so-called, and they would respect him. This movie, you got to see it. They had no problem with him at all because he was never ever a slave. That movie slave, just like 12 Years a Slave. So the bottom line was, after the British moved themselves from New York at that time, now here comes the European slave masters rushing back up from the South to come and get their slaves. And guess what? They said, no, we fought for the British. We fought for your brother. we fought for a year. They said, we all right. He says, oh no, I got the paper right here that says you're a master so-and-so slave. Now, if you want to, you can get down on this boat and go get them if you want to. Because if you got down on that boat, that ship, you go on too. So you got to see that, because it proves to you what really happened, and it ties the truths in that Prophet Noble Drew Ali left in his work about just the fight for slavery. Some of us never even experienced slavery. Right. You got down deep down south. Yeah, you got to come down with what it was about. Never was a part of it. They got land today that the family owns forever. And ever. You can go back 200 years and it was never owned, no taxes, because you was never the slave. Never. Islam.
I just would like to vouch for two things, and I'm glad the brother Set and Rise here, because he actually mentioned this in one of his classes about the old roots. When you was mentioning something about the dudes, like, I bet you never seen a real African or something of that nature. But they was dropping it in so many other parts too, because it was the sister who got with the brother who kept talking this, I'm from Africa and I'm gonna go back to Africa and all of this. She was like, listen, I am American. My parents was born here. You keep talking all this back to Africa. Now the key was skin complexion exactly the same. Reflections of each other, you know what I mean? But I just wanted to say, when I went back and watched it, I had that in mind and it hit me a whole different way. And thank you for bringing that out, because now they got a newer one. I didn't get to watch that all the way through. I tried, but I didn't. But I want to vouch for this other one. It's called Underground. It just started this year. I'm pretty sure some people are familiar with that. But the Underground one, it ended pretty serious, and I'm going to just leave it at this. Moors and magic definitely go in. It's real. Though they show it to you like that, it's real. I just want to say
man is mind, because man is mind, and therefore can create its own reality. That's why any changes you need in your life or whatever, you have to manifest it with your own mind. Stop blaming other people for why you can't do what you do. Because as soon as you find people who blame other people for why they can't do what they do, you automatically know that they're stuck. And they don't know nothing about manifestation. They don't realize that they are mind. They don't deal with reflection or any of the things to manifest and create. But the movie he's talking about, you hear some more talk about, oh, I do voodoo, I do this, oh, but I don't do it negatively and all that. Well, they can call it what they want. It's the science, and you really need to check it. Man is mind for real.
So we got about half an hour. I'm sure we're probably going to be on the clock as far as, getting out of here or whatever. So we just want to say thanks to everybody for being here. everybody enjoyed their meal. Give thanks for the caterers.
And I just want to give these to, to Ramamundus, Amazight Bey.
Oh, thank you.
I know your name in your apartment and all that. They're parchments, yeah, I had rolled them up, but you can flatten them out. And here you go. And here you go.
Y'all don't know this.
And here's the instruction.
This is eye candy for me. Thank you. Oh my goodness.
The signing
Just right down.
Oh, here's
so we're just gonna close up and enjoy the last half an hour. We got some vendors here. Check out the vendors, exchange numbers, whatever we gotta do. Let's just close out with a prayer. We're just gonna do the prayer. 5 on the left, 2 on the right.
East is this way.
Okay.
Allah, Father of the universe, Father of love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Allah is my protector, my guide, and my salvation. By night and by day, through His holy prophet, Noble Juali. Ashe.
One more thing. For Moors that's just coming into the knowledge, if you want to declare your nationality, please get with us right now. And the sister, if you need cards or anything, she's available right there to take your order.
Oh, yeah.
And we do have T-shirts, books, CDs, and everything else.
One more announcement. I'm gonna take this sign-in sheet. I'll put a number next to everybody's appellation, and I'm gonna have this baby right here pick 2 numbers, right? So whichever number that baby picks, I'm making a donation for somebody to get books from Roz, making a donation to get somebody some stuff from Cujo as well.
Oh, that's so sweet.
So that's on the baby to pick some numbers, so y'all hold tight.
Tight.
Yeah.
Scholar.
Remember the movie 400 Miles of Running? I'm gonna do refuge. 400 miles.
I watched it.
No. That's my rhetoric.
Oh, okay.
400 miles. Running. 400 miles. 30. I gave it to him now. And that's what I do. This book for 40. That's been straight 70. I want to do. I want to be.
You can be part of it, but you can't be part of it.
I want to give 100%.
You're Indian.
But get involved in it.
And you're not Mormon.
I'm gonna give you 100%. That's why I'm not gonna give 100%. That's why I'm not
Listen up. I got two appellations on here. Number 1, I think is, can't really make it out. Look like it says HR. Oh, I'm sorry, Anita Bey.
Yeah.
Right there. Anita Bey and Noble Kuba Kababa.
Is this the brother right here?
Yeah.
I'm making 2 donations. So you get 20 notes to pick something out of here, to get some books out of here. You get 20 notes to get some books out of here.
Really? That other spot? Holiday didn't take service. Give me a second. I'll talk about it.
My appellation, Amazight Bey. Amazight Bey.
You made it national. If you can be national, come now. Right. That's what I'm doing.
Okay, look, brother, you already have your nationality. All we doing is like, okay, it's free to drive. It's free to go. So that's all. It's free.
So what do I do?
What I'm saying